Toby dog, Toby dog, look at my little puppy Toby dog. Bonus coverage tonight, fam. Bonus coverage tonight, fam. Uh-oh. Reconnecting. We just had an internet glitch. We're headed down to the river. Down to the river. We're almost there. Almost there. Waiting on Toby dog here. When he's not running up ahead of us and dragging us down the sidewalk, he's slouching behind. He's got to smell all the dogs that come through here, though. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. How's everybody tonight? How's everybody tonight? I see we got 1 million in the building, and we got a couple of already. Toby, come on, Toby. Come on, Toby. We're never gonna get there if we don't get moving. We're never gonna get there. You gotta leave the smells alone. We're walking into the wind too, so he can smell it coming. He can smell it coming. Come on, come on. Hopefully he won't roll in any goose poo tonight on us. Delicious, delightful, it's Delilah. You know how you get messages? Come on, Toby dogs. Come on, Toby dogs. Come on, Toby dogs. Tonight, Toby dog's holding us up. Doesn't that look cool? Okay. Now I'm gonna stop and look around. We should have did a horizontal. Too bad you can't change in the middle. You can't change in the middle of it. It's a lot darker than it looks. The camera phone grabs the light really good. Which way do we want to go? If we go that way, we go away from town, back into the neighborhoods. But if we go this way, we go downtown and see all the lights. Come on, Toby. As long as we don't get rained on, we're okay. We could get rained on. We'll go for a walk in this way. Our plan is to be home in about an hour and a half. So if you want to walk with us, that's what the plan is. We're going to walk around downtown, look at the lights. Come on, come on, come on. Look at the lights along in the city, along the river, all that good stuff. Look in the windows downtown. Make our way back home. But when it gets too dark, we'll just say goodbye. That's why we waited till we got down here before we came live. I knew there'd be enough light. And I want to see what the nightlife is like down here along the river. I've already seen two groups of fishermen over that way. I think one group's lovers or something like that. I don't know. They're playing Valentine's Day. Come on, Tobe. You're gonna trip me up again. There's a nice breeze blowing. It's 77 degrees with a nice breeze, keeping the heat off, keeping the bugs away. These are the lights downtown out from the rivers. Whee! Pretty cool, huh? What did I turn the comments off or something? Nobody's gonna say hi to you tonight, Toby dog. That's okay. As long as they're along for the ride, everything's cool. As long as they're along for the ride. That's all park. All along the river where you see the lights. That's all park. They call it the River Walk. Doesn't San Antonio have, isn't there a river area called the River Walk also? Theirs is really fancy though. Ours is more of a recreational river walk. There's all kinds of boat slips and tie-ups along here on both sides of the river. Come on, Toby dogs. Come on. Can you guys see the boy? Come on. Looks a lot different at night. Looks a lot different at night. Wonga lady, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, in the mornings when we walk through here, there's never people around. But tonight, look at it's hopping. That's a steak. It was a steakhouse on the end, a Brazilian steakhouse, where they put the meat, they cook the meat on the spit, and then they walk around and slice it off onto your plate. Now it's I think it's a Mexican restaurant now. But there's all kinds of businesses in here. There's several restaurants. That's what all the people are here for. All the people are here for the restaurants. They're the what's happening now restaurants. And of course we got our beautiful night view. Those bubblers are on year round. Yeah, nature night walk. Those bubblers are on year round, so it keeps the ice out of here. This is open water in the wintertime. And there's always geese and ducks in here hanging out. It's pretty cool. I think there's an ice cream shop over here too. And draws a lot of people.
Lick my feet. That's nasty.
Turn. Away. Good boy. A lot of people out. 4 million in the building, Tobe. Hey, Wonga lady, how's it going? How are you tonight? I don't see people out on the decks. Maybe they're closer to the restaurant. This is a pretty cool place here. I ate here years ago and I didn't like the food. But it's probably better by now. I don't know. I know it fills up. It's a seafood restaurant. High dollar seafood. We got to be careful. There'll be bike riders riding through here pretty quick. That one guy would come through pretty quick. They were on the two that have come by are on electric bikes. Ooh, it smells good though. Look, they got an outside bar area, outside seating. They got an upper deck. It smells good anyway. Christmas video down through here. We came down and got a video of their Christmas. They make really nice Christmas decorations down through here. It looks totally different at night. Wow, there's so many people down here. I mean, to me, it's a lot of people. because we're used to not seeing anybody when we come down through here. Like I said, we always come down in the mornings. We're down here in the mornings at the crack of dawn. The sun's setting over there. Toby is so fast. TP doesn't have any run in him, Wonga lady. See the rabbits? You see the rabbits? I shouldn't even have said it. The TP has no run in him. My knees are done. The rest of my body wants to do everything, but my knees don't want the rest of my. The knees don't want to do anything. But you see, we get out here and walk every day. Every day. Excuse me. 2 to 3 to 4 miles. Last Saturday we did 6 miles, and on Sunday we did 4. And every day since then we've done at least 3. We'll get the Titlepro 360 on this turnout. There's baseball games or softball games going on across the river there. Those are softball diamonds and baseball diamonds. Oh, I just heard a fish jump. And then right across, I think it's right across there, they've got a beach volleyball set up. And from what I understand, it draws a big crowd. I don't see people there tonight, though. But they could be. I can't see that far. Back this way, those red lights are the pier that goes out into the middle of the river. And that's the way we came from. That's south. Wonga lady says, I thank God I'm doing great. That's awesome. Yeah, let's go. And that's the setting sun off in that direction. That's the setting sun off in that direction. Animal lover, good morning or good evening from my side. I'm so used to being on in the morning. Good evening from my side. Tonight, I hope we should have did a horizontal. We should have did a horizontal. This is what's behind us. Great big buildings. And the star of the show. Toby, can you get up there? Can you climb up here? Yeah, wait. Look at this. Look at the star of the show. Toby dog. There's our little boy, Toby dog. He looks funny with his butt up in the air. Toby dogs, come on. Okay, come on. Leave it. Come on, that's just a skateboarder. That's just a skateboard. Come on. Last night, we went for 3 walks yesterday. Toby dog was great. We went for our morning walk, and then we went for a walk about 8 p.m. And then we went for a walk again at midnight. Last night I went to one of the taverns in the neighborhood and listened to some live music. I saw on the billboard one of my close buddies from high school is a musician, and he was playing at that bar last night. And I'd seen his name on the billboard not several, but many times in the past. That tavern's the hopping spot for the rock music, the band music, live band, the live rock and roll. And I'd been meaning to get down there, but you know how time is. You don't have time for stuff like that. But last night, I managed to get down there. It was pretty cool. By the time we got down there, Toby and I had actually walked by the tavern. It's right in our neighborhood, and I listened to him. I listened through the door. I could hear him up singing, and so I took Toby back home, and I went back over there, and I hadn't seen the guy in a long time, probably over 10 years, 20 years. I don't think it's been 20 years. I don't know. I don't remember. Long time. I never really kept in touch with the friends from high school because everybody was on. All my friends from high school went away to college. All over the place, you know what I mean? They all went away and I stayed here. But anyhow, he lives back here. After his parents passed, he inherited the house that he grew up in that his parents owned. And he lives in the house he grew up in. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. But yeah, I got to listen to him sing. I listened to another band sing. What's this glorious place? We're on the Riverwalk. We're on the Riverwalk along the Saginaw River, about 100 miles north of Detroit. There's park on both sides of the river. It's a paved and lit walkway. The only thing you got to worry about is the goose poo. The goose poo everywhere. It's not bad right here, but there'll be spots, let me tell you. But we're coming up onto a park. Well, there's a couple parks downtown. They probably got the park with the waterfalls probably shut down for the night. But we'll go to the park over here on the other side of the bridge. We'll go under the bridge. Come, Tobus. Leave it. We'll go to the park on the other side of the bridge and look at the sights over there too. Make a big circle through town. Hello, how are you?
My dog I'm looking for.
Come on. Come on, little Bubba. Keep moving. Leave it. Good boy. Good boy. Even when the dogs are barking at Toby. This one didn't. But even when the dogs are snarling and barking and losing their minds at Toby, Toby rarely barks back at him. Very rarely does he bark at him. He'll hop around and make and but that's about it. Look at the sunset. In the clouds. The sun's already set. What's that? The last light. But this is looking this way. These are all condominiums. And they're building more. They got all kinds of new stuff building up in here. There's condominiums going back that way, townhouses, and the big clock tower you see right there. Can you see the clock tower? The clock tower, that's City Hall. We can't see it but the clock actually works. It's been working for decades now. But there was a time it didn't. And there's our favorite spot down here on the left. Starbies. Toby loves his pup cups. He knows right where we're at too. He'll know when we're walking that way. If we're walking the streets that way, he'll try to drag me over towards there. He always wants his PUP cup, his pup cup. We get to go under this bridge. It's a decent town. It's a decent town. You know, you can walk the streets pretty much without getting into trouble or having trouble find you. We can walk all through here. You know what I mean? We can walk all downtown no matter what time it is and nothing's going to happen to us. Especially with Toby dog along. What do you see? What do you see? Is that a rabbit? Is that the rabbit? Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Oh, excuse me. They have all kinds of festivals and celebrations and music here in the park at night on Wednesday nights or Tuesday nights, whatever it is. If you come down here in the morning or the evening, there'll be people along here fishing. On the weekends, there's lots and lots of people walking. We walk this area a lot, and we always see big groups of joggers and walkers and people on bicycles and stuff. There's Toby Dog. Let's see if we can get the park and Toby Dog in the frame. Hold on, Toby Dog. Let's see if we can't get, wait. Let's see if we can't get a cool picture with you in here. Wait. I gotta cancel the audio for a second because someone's playing music. Hold on, fam. Okay. Those folks sitting under there were playing music. One of them big speakers. I think they figure everybody wants to hear what's going on. The big boat's gone. So the big boat's on the river. Maybe we'll see the boat that docks right here. It's called the Princess Winona. Maybe we'll see it come back to the dock while we're down here. They're I don't know where they go. I don't know if they go upriver or if they go downriver. I don't have a clue. I know when I see them, when I actually see them out on the river, they're usually upriver. But I have no idea. But we come down here for a lot of video. Let's see who's... Hey, not Jethro Tull. Did I see not Jethro Tull? Could you give the doggy a pet for me? Come here, doggy. Come here, doggy. Come here. Come here. Come here, get away from the trash can. Let me sit down a second. We'll read a couple of chats. Let me sit down. Yay! That's puppy dog, Toby Dog. Animal Lover says, can you give that dog a pet? Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? He's a good little puppy dog. He's a good little puppy dog, Toby Dog is. Can I pet that dog? Yes, sir, not Jethro Tull, Nightwalk. Tidal Fury. What's going on, Tidal Fury? Good boy, keeping an eye out, yup. That's my Toby Dog. It's nice out there. We got heavy cloud cover most spots, but look, you can see a clearing right there. There's rain in the area, big storms, but that didn't stop us. We're still 45 minutes from home on our feet with no coat, no umbrella. It didn't stop us, the threat of rain. I think it usually goes around us anyway, so hopefully that's what it does. Can you edit out the music? Yeah, you can do that, but I'd rather just turn the volume off. That way I don't have to deal with it. Because when you want to edit it, you can't. You got to take it. I don't want to get the strike to begin with. You know what I mean? I don't want to get the warning from YouTube saying, you got to take this out. You know what I mean? You got to do something with it. I don't want to deal with it because then they gotta process it first, then they gotta reprocess it, then they gotta reprocess it, and it takes forever. You got to deal with it. So it's easier to just turn the volume off while you're going by the music or while the music's coming by you. Not Jethro says we had storms overnight, but no rain. Hello, Titlepro and Toby Dogs. Toby Dogs. Yep, we're out for our night walk. Last night we walked at midnight. We walked a mile. We walked the musician guy home to his house, and then we walked home. Then Toby and I walked home from there. But that was the house that we had I had hung out at as a teenager 50 years ago, you know what I mean? It was cool. It was cool to see that guy. We were like 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then I saw him a few years while he was still going to college in the area. And then I'd run into him like every 5 or 10 years, you know. But it's been a while since I've seen him. Nice guy. He's a well-respected musician here in the area. I was paying attention to the way the other musicians were treating him, what they were saying to him, and you know what I mean. He was like royalty to him. They were all younger dudes, you know. He's been playing in these bars for decades. But I even got invited to a guitar class. I got invited to a guitar class, and I got to talk to this great drummer that says he teaches people too. I have to learn how to do both of those. For me, I think I would pick the drums over the guitar right now. But my whole life I always wanted to play the guitar. My sons play. My sons play, and number one's oldest son plays. Number one's oldest son is a super musician. Number one son's number one son is a super musician. He taught himself to play the guitar from a book. Yeah. And he's in the high school band. And he's been in the high school band since he was in junior high school. When he was in 8th grade, he played in the senior jazz band with the high school kids, the older high school kids. He plays 3 different brass instruments, I believe. Is that what they call them? The trumpets and the saxophones and stuff like that. He took lessons for one of them. I think he took lessons for the saxophone, and then he taught himself to play the I don't know what the other. I think it's a trumpet, but don't quote me. And then some other strange instrument that they don't normally have in the high school orchestras or high school bands. And so he's doing really good with all the different instruments. And when he's up there on the band director lets him pick what instruments he wants to play. And he gets solos on different instruments. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. This way, little buddy. Let's do these stairs and let's see if I can do it without wiping out. Don't jump in, because I'm not jumping in after you. Hi.
How's it going?
Great. How are y'all tonight?
Doing good.
Hey, did you see the Princess Winona?
We literally just got here a little bit ago.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if I was going to be able to get it tonight, get a good video tonight.
Yeah, I'm not for sure. We literally got here probably like 10, 15 minutes ago.
Gotcha. Have a great night.
Happy to.
Little Toby dog. There's a lot of people down here. Come on, Toby. All the lovers. All the lovers being lovers. Come on, Toby. Let's see if we can get up the stairs. Whoa. I've got Toby trained to pause on the stairs, because I can only take one step at a time deal. I can't take the stairs with my left leg. because the knee won't stand for it. The knee won't stand for it. So we go up one way and we go down the same way. We go down one-legged and we come up one-legged. Come on, Toby dog. He's got to mark the way so we get lost. There's a band shell. Look at that. That's they usually have that. There's an obelisk over there. You see it? That's a monument. I don't know what to. I never did know what it's a. Oh, it's friendship. The weird circle thing. It's called I don't know, but I believe it's some kind of friendship thing. And that weird looking building in the background there, that orange thing that doesn't match anything else downtown, sticks out like a sore thumb. That's they got a telescope in there. What do they call? And they put on all kinds of shows about the stars and all that. It's the planetarium. It's from one of the local colleges. 14 thumbs, Tobe. You got 14 thumbs. And this here is the friendship shell, the World Friendship Shell. I was still in high school when they built this. I was still a kid in high school. I must have been 16. 15, 16 when they were building all this down here. There used to be a big hotel down here, but it burned down. And then the park was shaped different. They can't, all these are new improvements. That right there, that pavilion right there, you can rent that for parties or weddings or whatever. There's another wedding thing on the other side of the parking lot. But in the wintertime, this is the ice skating rink, and that's a hot house right there. They sell chocolate, hot chocolate, and I believe they rent you ice skates too. But I can remember coming down here as a teenager, believe it or not, as teenage Titlepro, and sitting right around in there, getting pooped on by a bird, and watching different live music up here. I had a girlfriend back then that we came down. Me and that girlfriend come down here and watch music. That was a long time ago. See the blue line, the blue lights over there? That's another bridge. We went under one bridge. That's the next bridge. There's 4 bridges. 2 of them are toll bridges. Long story. And 2 of them are owned by the state. This side, and one of the state-owned bridges is been torn down and is getting completely rebuilt. But that bridge there, you can see there's no traffic on it at all. 1 car, 2 cars, and you come over here and look at this bridge. This bridge is packed. That bridge there is a toll bridge. Nobody wants to pay the tolls. The tolls are over $5. $5 for 1 car to pass without a trailer. If you got a trailer, it's over $10. If you're a pickup truck pulling a trailer, yeah. One time I pulled a trailer. I've got a pass on my car, and the one time I ever pulled a trailer across it, I didn't know they were going to charge me more, and then they ended up charging me more because I drove across it twice, and then I had a late fee down there, a bill down there. They don't tell you about it. They didn't tell me I had a bill down there, so it grew. A lot of people are up in arms. There's boycotts on these bridges. Nobody uses them. I use them because I use them so I don't have to go through the crowd of using those bridges there. That bridge, the one bridge everybody's trying to travel across during rush hour is a nightmare. So I come down here and use these bridges nobody else is on. Everybody else can boycott. I'll just use them. You can edit out the music in YouTube Studio. Yeah, I like the I've seen it because I've dealt with it a whole bunch of times. one of the options is you can just swap out the songs. They do it all for you. They just ask you the questions. You just follow through it through the prompts and tell them what you want it to do. I don't think I've ever had success though, real good success with swapping out music, having them swap out the music for other music. I think one of the times I've had it happen, I've left them blank or cut them out of there. And it's only on my long overnight live streams I get into trouble with that. And I can cut those up. It doesn't matter. I'll cut the songs out of there because the songs replay. It might replay 6, 7 times, 10 times overnight, depending on how long the playlist is and how many times it reruns. Come on, Toby dog. Foams, what's going on? We're just getting our evening walk in. We're getting our evening walk in. I don't want Toby to get fat. I weighed him yesterday, and he was 56 pounds. He needs to be at 55 pounds. So we'll get a few extra walks in between now. Come on. Between now and the dog show, we'll get a few extra walks in, and we'll get that extra pound off of him. I can usually keep him right at 55. You know what I mean? 54 to 56. So I mean, I'm pretty much right on. 1 pound isn't gonna. He could probably go to the bathroom and be done with that 1 pound, right? Oh, it's beautiful. It's like 75 degrees out. This is downtown. The next couple streets over will be really busy because it's all bars. Look, you can see. Look at the cars lined up, parking. There's all kinds of stuff goes on here. People live upstairs of these buildings, and there's all kinds of bars here. We're gonna go. Come on. Let's see. We're gonna go away from the fun this way, and we'll come up. Where they got the streets blocked off for the bars. Wow, there's lots of people out here. Come on. For my town, I'm saying there's a lot of people wandering around. Gangs of girls. It's almost like everybody we've come across so far is women. Oh, we may not go down by them bars. I can hear music playing. I've got the live stream on monetized. I don't think I can turn it off. Come on. I'm going to turn the volume off and we'll just look. How's that, everybody? You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Come on. Come on. Leave it. Leave it. Come on. With me. Toby's scared of the truck backing up towards us. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Goofy. Come on, Goofy. That was funny. Look at all the cars, look at all the people. This place is packed. That guy must be drunk. He can't park. Come on. What do you think of that? They got the streets closed off and they're out there partying in the streets, huh? It's like that on both sides of the river. There's a street on the other side of the river. Come on. There's a street on the other side of the river called Midland Street. And there's probably 6 or 7 bars over there that are door to door or like every other business, you know what I mean? And they have big parties like that over there too. With dancing in the streets and silliness. I've never partied down there. I don't. Even when I was a young guy, I never. When we were teenagers, we went to the old people bars, the old man bars, and we sat and drank beer and was quiet, shot pool, played darts, and then once we turned 21, we were already tired of being tired of sitting in the bar and playing pool and playing darts. You know what I mean? By the time we were legal, so I never really got into it, which is probably a good thing. There's even live bands over here. Come on, come on, come on. I heard a live drummer back there too, when the volume was off. We're probably gonna get a strike, huh? I live near Detroit. That's where I bar hopped in the 80s. Man, I went bar hopping one night. I only hopped to a couple, 2 or 3 bars. It was on a St. Patrick's Day. Like, God, what? Let me think. 87. Must have been about like 1992. I'm not kidding you. 1990, 1992, right around in there. Might have been 90. And it was a weird night. I can't go into it. And the fellow that I was hanging out with that day, he just died last year. In fact, like 2 days ago, I got the notice saying it's been exactly 1 year. Do you wanna leave something on the wall as a memorial or whatever? Line dancing in the street, yeah, that's the way they do it here. That's the way they get down. What'd you think of that, Wonga lady? Dancing in the streets, does it remind you of home? Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna cut the volume off again. Those people are partying. Come on, Toby. Yeah, all the years I had kids at home, I didn't go out and do nothing like that. And then after I didn't have kids at home, I was too old to do that kind of stuff. Come on. But this is downtown. This is downtown at 9:35 at night. Nice little diner here. I can remember coming in here for years. That's the post office across the street there. This movie theater here. This is where we come and saw all kinds of great movies when I was a little kid. This is where I saw Lassie Come Home when it was first run. We stood here in line on this block right here we're coming up on. We stood here in line for hours and hours. I was like 5, 6 years old. We stood here for hours. The line was going right there to the movie theater, and it come around, and it went around, and it went all the way around the block to the other corner. And we stood in line, and the movie was however long, hour and some long. So you'd stand in line, and then the line would move, and then it wouldn't move for another hour and a half, and then it would move till the theater was full, and then you'd just stand there for another hour and a half. You know what I mean? This is the State Theater. It's great. It was built in the, I think, 1920s, and they've restored it back to its heyday with all the artwork inside and everything. And there's a balcony up in there. We used to sit up in the balcony, throw popcorn. Those were the days. Looks like Larry McRae's coming September 18th. Blues Giant. That would be cool to see. Yeah, back in the day. Come on, Bubba. Back in the day, all these buildings had businesses in them on all the floors. It was packed. And they also had an underground area where it was below ground. And there was all kinds of stuff going on. There was bars, there were stores. You could walk the length of the whole city block underground, and there was one level down, and there were stores. I remember the barber shops down there when we were little kids. We explored everywhere. That was back when you could, at 8, 7, 8, 9 years old, you could wander around downtown on your own, every little corner, and without meeting trouble. Back in those days, looks like fun. Line dancing in the streets. You can recall long lines for Star Wars. Oh my goodness, Star Wars. I didn't see Star Wars at the movie theater the first run. I didn't see Star Wars until it was second run at the theater. You know, when they come back and it'd be for $1. I didn't see Star Wars until it was like that. I didn't see Grease till it was at the dollar theater like that too. Two of my most favorite movies in my life of all time, and I didn't get to see them first run. Isn't that crazy? You know what I did see first run though was The Exorcist. Oh my goodness. When it first came out, it was rated X. I was in the 6th grade. 6th grade just started. And it was rated X. And I was living with Dad at the time in Fort Polk, Louisiana. And I had this crazy stepmom. She was wild crazy. I mean, like wild hillbilly type crazy. Good, in a good way. And she had older kids. And me and my sister, we were younger kids, you know. And I said, when they decided to go see The Exorcist, I threw a fit saying I wanted to go, and they're not going to let you in, little Titlepro. They're not going to let you in, little Titlepro. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. It was like, they're not going to let you in, little Titlepro, because you're only 12 years old. It's rated X. That's 18 and over. And the ticket agent threw a fit. No, we're not letting that kid in here. We're not letting that kid in here. And I know, man, my stepmother was so insistent. Come on. My stepmother was so insistent that they actually sold me a ticket. She pitched such a bitch that they sold me a ticket at 12 years old to go and see an X-rated movie. Foam says, absolutely, Tide Pro. I would take the Sumpta bus to Fairlane Mall in Dearborn by myself as a young kid, like 13. Yeah. We used to get on the bus in the mornings, Saturday mornings, and get a transfer. You get on the bus for 10 cents or something, and we'd get a transfer and we'd ride on that bus for a couple while it run its route a couple times, and then we'd transfer to another bus and run that route a couple times, and would get another transfer, and we'd ride around all day talking to the drivers, going here, going there. We got to give Toby Dog some water. Yeah, but I was saying they let me in. They let me into that theater at 12 years old to a rated X movie. Biggest mistake. The nightmares I had. Oh my God. I should have never saw that movie at that age. The nightmares I had were horrific. The Exorcist. Yep. I remember when Carrie came out first run. I remember seeing Carrie, and I was, what was that, 12 years old also. Let me take care of this empty bottle. And I was reading the book at the same time, you know, the movie come out. I got the book. I was reading the book. And at nighttime, I'd have to put the book, I'd have to hide it under stuff in a different room so I could go. Because it scared the hell out of me. Is you done? Good boy. Let me. Ready, Toby dog? That's what that kid needed, was a drink of water. A lot of these buildings are getting refurbished. These old buildings, they had siding on them for decades and decades. All these buildings got sided up. They put siding on all of them, and recently taken it down. They've been stripping the siding off the buildings and revealing the old 1800s, the late 1800s, early 1900s facades. Stuff like that. That's the type of scene, old Western, right? Okay, come on. We're not going to get home if you keep taking a break. We're not going to get home if you keep taking a break. There's other, we skipped the street with the rest of the bars on it. I didn't want to walk through all that music. But the next street this way, towards the north, there's 3 or 4 big name bars that are full of people. Come on, Tobe, we actually gotta go that way, because we gotta go the way we came. Otherwise, we won't have any light for live streaming. My sister had a job at the drive-in theater, and she sometimes took us to work with her because parents worked at Ford's. Let me see if I can stop and read this. The first R movie was Race with the Devil. Oh my goodness. I saw that too, first run. Oh my goodness. That's the one with the tree upside down. Oh my, I'm not going to be able to sleep now. Thanks, Foams. Oh my, that one scared the hell out of me too. Oh my God. They're in the camper. Trying to get away from the people. Oh, from the devil worshippers. And then the thing that stuck in my mind was the tree, that upside down tree. You know, I got chills running up and down my arms right now, literally up and down my spine. That is one scary movie. You know what else scared the hell out of me? You know what else scared the hell out of me was Rosemary's Baby. I saw that first run as an 8 or 9 year old kid, whatever year that came out. Hey, look at the old. Oh, I thought that was that old Model A hot rod. Did you guys see the Model A hot rod earlier? Yeah, Rosemary's Baby. That scared the hell out of me forever. You know, when back in this, it started way before I started watching it in the early 70s. There was 2 different shows. There was one called The Night Stalker, and it was stories that this newspaper reporter, he chased supernatural stories. And there was always crazy Hey, I hear music down here now. Maybe the boat's back. Yeah, the boat's back. Sounds like they got a band on the boat. I can hear the drums. Or am I right? Or is it across the river? Is it across the river? That would trip me out. Anyway, that's live music playing on the big boat. I believe it's the big boat. It might be a different boat. We'll see. We're almost there, fam. We're gonna go investigate. We'll leave the mic on for this because it's not gonna be copyright music. It's a live band playing. Or am I mistaken? My first name is Rose, and my mom is Rosemary. At school, the kids at school would tease. Oh, that's hilarious. Man, now those were scary movies. Yeah, that's the party boat's back. Is that a radio or is it a band? It sounded like a band to me earlier. Let me turn the volume up. It's a live band. Party boat. Party boat. Come on, Toby. I've never been on that boat. It's been here for 30 years probably. I've never been on it. All my kids have been on it. Come on. Even my mother's been for a ride on it. But Titlepro, no. I've seen the boat out here in the river when they had polka bands on there. and there was dancing. The whole place was dancing. That's all you could see was couples swinging around to the polka music. I'm an old fuddy-duddy, Foams. I'd be lost in that crowd. I'd be all alone in that crowd. Come on. Come on. I'd be lost in there. I think about that every once in a while. All the stuff, there's all kinds of things going on like that here in town, and I've never been to any of it. When I was a teenager, I come down and watch stuff like that. We hung out, but not as a grown-up. Fun was over. Come on, come on. Come on. Now we're back to where we started, huh? Hey, Jerry, what's going on? What's going on, Jerry? Welcome, welcome. This is Toby Dog. He's going to be 4 the end of September. Come on. Come on, we got to keep moving. We got to go home. Come on, Bubba. Okay, come on. I thought I heard somebody out here in the water. Oh, no, they're up here. I thought I heard people in a boat on the water. What is the breed? Oh, Toby's a border collie. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, look, the moon came out. The moon made it out tonight. Come. No, we're not going to Starbucks. Toby made the turn. Toby stopped and started. That's why he's out of the picture. Come on. He was trying to go to Starbucks. Crazy how many. Hold on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hi. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's move. Move, move. Move, move. Come on. Come on. Come on. Toby's tired now. He's already had his dinner and everything, so come on. Normally he's been asleep for hours at this point. But tonight he's out walking late. Well, last night he was out walking late. Weren't you, little buddy? Last night it was midnight when we were out walking. We got our last 2 miles in at midnight. It felt good though. It was nice and cool out. Come on. Toby had a couple more hours of sleep because I had been gone from the house. I think I left the house at 8:30. So I imagine he slept sound from 8:30 till midnight when I stopped and picked him up. He was ready to go too. He had all kinds of energy last night. He was dragging us everywhere. Come on, let's cut this way. We'll cut through this way. Oh. Dang, Toby, I hope we make it. Oh, we were supposed to stay on the trail. We were supposed to stay on the trail so that we had light for our live stream. We're going to run out of light and have to say goodbye. We had a nice walk. We had a nice walk today, Tobe, this evening. Our morning walk was pretty good, too. Come on. We went through the neighborhoods this morning to the south end of town and came and went back home. Tonight we went west to the river, and then we went north downtown to see the sights. There's more restaurants over this way. Remember we walked past some earlier? This here is called a charcuterie. Fancy word. Look at that. They got fire outside too. Is that cool or what? Come here, Toby dog. Come here. Let me show the people. Come here, Toby dog. Let me show the people. Look at that. That's the outside seating. You got the fire going on. That's a wine place. Wine and snacks, right? Fancy snacks. This way. Toby, come by. Come by. Now it's peaceful, huh? All we hear is the crickets. Uh-oh, this message is held for review. Let's get the reveal, Toby. She got the fire down. Oh. You can show that. Why not? Yeah, it's been a great walk. Yeah, the pup cups. Yeah, he didn't get one today. I'm trying to think if I think he had one yesterday. You know, the pup cups aren't free even though they're free. Because Daddy's got to go get his drink. And that's $7 with a tip. You know, you got to tip them. They got the tip thing right there on the money machine. My drink comes out to like $6.50 or something like that. And I give them the rest to $7. Whatever the leftover is. But we get the pup cup too, so I figure I'm giving them that change for the pup cup. Come on, Toby dog. They're out here playing basketball in the YMCA. The YMCA must have lit courts, huh? They've got outdoor basketball courts, tennis courts, and pickleball courts here. This is YMCA property. Ooh. What do you think, fam? It's getting too dark to see the puppy. Silly YouTube. Yeah, you never know. You know how YouTube is. Okay, come here. We're going to shorten the leash now. We're going to shorten the leash. YouTube's funny that way. Keep moving. Keep moving. No, we're not going backwards. No going backwards. All this walking's got me wore out today. The Bob Seger song. Whew. You know, Bob Seger played at my high school here 2 times. They used to have a summer concert program in at the high school football stadium where I live, where I went to high school. And the year before I got back to Michigan, in the summer of '78, they had Van Halen. No lie. They had Van Halen right when Van Halen was hitting it. And they had Bob Seger a couple of times. I don't know who else they had. That's just the ones I knew about. My freshman year was Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. And sophomore year, I don't remember. But then my junior year, they stopped having them. They stopped having them when we were juniors. Are you taking a break, Tobes? Toby taking a break. Whew, tired. Come here. Come on, back up. Come on. Come with me. With me. Yeah, we're moving, aren't we? Are you that tired, Toby? Are you that tired? Come on. I can't believe I'm out walking you. I can't believe I'm out walking you. I'm an old crippled granddaddy. You're just a young kid. What a beautiful night. So nice. Back in our day, we could see a good band for reasonable money, take a date. I remember seeing, I didn't see a whole lot of concerts when I was a kid. Or like when I first got out of high school, when I was or early 20s, I didn't really go to too many things, but very, very few. Who did I see? I'm trying to think. I saw, oh man, I can't ever remember. Isn't that terrible? I'm trying to think for the first concert I went to, the big name concert at the Saginaw Civic Center. Cheap Trick. It was Cheap Trick. I don't remember who played with them. Cheap Trick. And then who else did I see? Very, very few bands. I saw the B-52s play. I saw Beastie Boys, Run DMC. I saw Marshall Tucker Band. Come on. There's several in between. I just can't remember, but it's not very many. I never went to see Kiss or the Rolling Stones or nothing like that. Keep moving. Foam says her first concert was Billy Joel. You're close to Pine Knob. Yeah, that's where I saw the B-52s. That's where I saw the Beastie Boys and Run DMC. I'm trying to think of who else I saw there. Pine Knob. You know, I had tickets for Rage Against the Machine, and down there, is it called the Metal Shed or something like that in Detroit? I had tickets for Rage Against the Machine, and they broke up. It was right before they broke up. Got the tickets, all excited. Got tickets to Rage. Got tickets to Rage. Me and one of my coworkers were going down. He knew the place, and I didn't know the place, but I knew the band. And I'll be damned if they didn't break up. I'll be damned if they didn't break up before we could get there. Gardening and cooking with Shalini. Welcome, welcome. How are you? How are you tonight? Yeah, that was... I like Pine Knob. I'm sure they still have all kinds of concerts there. But the last couple concerts I went to were here at... not here, but at the Mount Pleasant Casino. And I'll be danged if I can't remember who I went to see. Not Boston. Oh, geez, I can't remember. I went to an inside one there. Whatever the name of that band is. What's the name of that band where they had Filipino kids took over the lead singing and sounded just like the hard rock singer that originated the song. I keep wanting to say pop rock, kinda. Come on. We're almost home, Toby. Can you just keep walking? Can you just keep walking? He's walking on a sidewalk he's never walked on. So there's all kinds of things to investigate new. There were so many bands I wanted to see. My last concert was Pine Knob, Def Leppard, and REO Speedwagon 2016. Journey, there you go. Yeah, I saw that. I saw them inside at Mount Pleasant. And then we saw, now I'm remembering. It was, damn. How long ago was this? What year? This is 26 and 19. Must have been 2017, somewhere around there. We went, I don't think it was like 2016. It might have been. It might have been 2016, but we went, Toby's doing his thing in the dark. But that's okay. We got it covered. And it was, Toby. It was a bunch of rock bands. And I'm trying to think, ZZ Top. I can't remember the rest of them. There were so many. And we were up there and we stood on the hill there in the outside at Mount Pleasant. But it was multiple bands. I couldn't even begin to tell you. That was back in the day when I would go and something like that and I would be drinking, having beers with the guys. Standing room only, festival standing, like, you know what I mean? Hold on, Toby. Hold on, Toby. I'm almost done. Hold on, Toby. You know, all those old bands are still touring, but I want to go see them because it's not the same people. Whoops. Cancel. All those bands are still touring, but I don't want to go see fill-in people. I want to go see the real people, but most of them, most everybody's dead by now. Oh, you heard of that concert? It was great. Yeah, we stood on the hill and it was people. It was so packed, and it was me and it was a bunch of people that from work, but we weren't actually working together. We had gotten together because they were still working and we were all working in the same state here in Michigan, and we met up over there, and and the crowd just kept pushing at us and pushing at us. We were standing, you know, all together in a lineup. You know how guys do. We were standing in a lineup. We'd send one person to go get beer for everybody and all that. And then one of us dropped a beer, and it made a puddle in front of us. And so the crowd parted, and people were instead of walking a pathway right in front of us for some reason, I don't know. But the people, instead of walking in front of us, they were walking around the little puddle of beer like they didn't know what it was, you know what I mean? So then we all took turns pouring a little beer out in front of us, and to keep the people off us in the crowd. It was funny. I learned a new crowd control method. When you're at the festival, you just pour a little beer out in front of your feet, and people will look at you funny like you did something there, you know what I mean? And they won't walk in front of you. They'll walk around you. We're about to run out of all kinds of light. We're about to run out of even the street lights, Tobe. Look at that. The next corner is over. The next corner, we don't have any light. We don't have any light for our live stream, buddy. Well, fam, I think we're about to say goodbye. Otherwise, we're going to be walking in the dark. We got a little bit to go to get home. It's about to get dark, about to get dark. Now, is the El Nino that's coming, is that going to make it warm here or cold here? Come on. Don't scare me, Toby. Well, I guess it's not so dark, is it? Can you see the dog? Can you see the dog? There's the dog. There's the dog. Bam. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Look at that. All of a sudden, we're in the dark. Well, fam, it's been great. Great walk. Thanks for coming and joining us. I won't torture you with a walk in the dark. I got my Toby light. I won't torture you with a walk in the dark. So we're gonna say goodbye. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to visit. Thank you, Foams. Foam says, be careful. Be careful. We're just a few blocks from home now. Come on, little buddy. Look, you can't even see him now. There he is. There's that boy. I was gonna get the the laser pointer out and play laser pointer with him tonight, but I think he's out. I think he's going to be out by the time we get home. Laser tag at night. I don't know who loves it more, the cat or the dog. The dog will even chase the cat away from the laser light so that only he can chase it. You know what I mean? But the cat doesn't give up. The cat waits for his opening. And then he chases that laser light. We're walking in the dark. Nobody can see nothing. Woo, Toby. Come on, this way, little buddy. We're torturing everybody. Yeah, bye, y'all. Y'all take it easy. We'll see you in the morning. We'll probably go have a live stream in the morning with our dog walk. Y'all behave. I don't think you can even see me. If I turn the camera around to say peace out. There we go. Woo! Peace out, everybody. Y'all behave. Don't stay up too late. Oh, look. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? We don't even get to see it. Be on the plane to Hawaii. Wouldn't that be fun? Anyhow, y'all behave. Be cool. We'll see you tomorrow.